You left the window open!
Oh no! Okay, I'll close it now.
Do you know much about dreams?
What sort of dreams?
Not those dreams. I mean, weird dreams. My childhood. Lots of stuff's been coming back to me. I don't really know if they're real memories or just dreams.
Please sign here. This is a petition against the export of animal parts. How can it be that as a signatory of CITES, we are exporting dugong parts? Dugong, I tell you, they are the most harmless, loveliest creatures in the world.
What's a dugong? Dugong?
Dolphin-like mammal. Swims around these parts. Some people say that they're the original mermaid. Endangered species, I think. One time, I was swimming off the waters of Phuket, and I saw this wonderful image. For a moment, I really thought it was a mermaid. And I heard this searing, high-pitched wail. Something like this.
Mr. John?
Ah, Betty. What wild wind brings you here? How lovely to see you. It's been such a long time. Please, have a seat.
Although I think your coffee quality is poor, but I don't mind to have a cup of it today.
I think this woman has an interesting story to tell.
Yeah, and something is troubling her. Notice a constant wiping of hands. That's a sign of somebody in stress.
I think she's a dragon lady from Mr. John's past.
Really?
Just guessing. Just guessing.
Well, I'm going to find out more.
Me too.
I'm gonna find Geek.
I hope it is to your standard.
You know jolly well your coffee is never to standard. Sit down. I come straight to the point. Do you know anything about vampires?
You mean vampires like the fruit bats?
You know what I'm talking about. I mean vampires as in legends and folklore. You have been writing about all these things. You should know.
Well, may I ask?
No. Just listen to my story and then you decide. A few months ago, this couple moved next door to my house. Young couple, no children. Middle class, both working. Quiet, although sometimes their music a little bit too loud. Then something happened. I think the husband lost his job. I heard an argument in the house. Then silence. No movement in the house. At least not during the day. Then later, I heard something heavy being dragged around the ground. I never saw her again. And always the husband goes out late at night.
So are you saying that the husband's murdered his wife?
I'm not passing judgment, and I have yet to complete my testimony. One evening, I happened to be looking out of the window. They left one window opened. Normally, all windows would close, so I took the opportunity and looked inside. Suddenly, out of thin air, she appeared. Sheila, the wife. She did not look human. I tried to hide, but too late. She saw me, and then she revealed her true self. A vampire. That's what become of her.
Are you sure you're not getting confused with that old black and white? What was it now? Oh, yes. Nosferatu. Well, I'm sure there are lots of explanations.
Obviously. That is why I'm here today drinking your poor quality coffee, wanting you to find out the explanation.
But Betty, I run this cafe now, full time.
I'm well aware of it. I went through contracts to effect that free of charge. Now I have come to have a favor returned.
Okay, but I can't investigate this myself. As you can see, I'm rather busy. Do you mind if I send my young colleagues?
They don't look too intelligent.
Betty, you are the last person I'd expect to judge a book by its cover.
Very well. Send them to my house as soon as possible.
What a...
Horrible woman!
What does she mean by contracts? What contracts?
And what paranormal stories?
All you need to know is that Betty used to be a lawyer who got me out of a very tight spot. And yes, I do find your investigations rather interesting. And yes, I am writing a book. And they're good material. Now gather forces and solve Betty's mystery before she comes back here and insults us all further. Don't forget, she's a rather powerful woman. And the last thing we want to do is cross her. Now, toot sweet, go to Betty's house.
Betty!
Hi, Betty?
Betty!
Betty?
Names, please.
Nathan?
Jeanette.
Pink.
Gee.
Come in. Welcome to my house.
There's no reflection! You're a vampire! It's a trap! She's a vampire out for young blood!
Dude, look. It's not a mirror, it's a looking glass.
Very astute. That's my room in there. I want to know what is going on in the rest of my house while I sleep or when I sleep.
Are you afraid your neighbors will attack you?
Of course.
Why?
They are vampires. How many times do I need to say that? Just a few nights ago, I saw right before my eyes 2 glaring red eyes, and I was attacked. Now, come, follow me. I have more to tell you. Ever since that time, I have been on a caffeine overdose. I fear my heart will cave in.
You said attack.
See?
Ew!
But that doesn't look like vampire bite though.
Don't mix facts and movies, okay? We don't know how vampire bite looks like.
That looks like a bee sting or something. Do you go out to the garden much?
Yes, but that's not it. I have had many other incidents. One night, while having coffee in the dining room, I heard a tap on the door. I looked back and saw a dark, lanky figure. It was my neighbor, Mr. Wang. He had transformed himself into a bat and tried to get in. Another night, I dozed off. Then I felt a chill. I saw the curtain fluttering. I felt a small movement in the room. In the shadows, I saw her face. A pale, hungry vampire. Out for blood. And then Then last Tuesday night, I fell asleep while working. I was awoken suddenly by a sound. I turned around and saw a scary-looking werewolf.
All this time you have been sleep deprived. It's very possible you were hallucinating.
Of course, the thought did cross my mind. But then, how do you explain this? I found it caught in the door.
I have a friend who works in a zoo. I'll ask him to look into it.
Oh, it's a him, is it?
I'll look around the house. I'm sure there are other evidence.
But I don't get it. Are they vampires or werewolves?
How would I know? I looked across their house and saw many weird shapes through the windows. There isn't a lot of light in the house. It seems they go by candlelight. And often I see them part human, part monsters, snakes, wolves, bats. I don't know what to make of it.
They sound like shapeshifters to me, Betty.
Hey, if I were you, I would move out.
Never. This has been my ancestral home. I will never move out alive. That's why they're out to get me. They want to expand their domain.
But do they know that you'll never move out?
It came in a passing conversation once.
Was that before or after they went?
Before, when they were just normal human couple.
Do you have a cat?
Do I look like someone who would own a pet?
Another exhibit for my zoo friend. Odd.
I think we need to go check out those neighbors.
Should we come back at night?
No way.
Alright, listen, let's head back to the cafe first and let's find out what your friend at the zoo has to say. Sound good?
Thanks, Betty.
Betty, I'll see you later.
It's getting from bad to worse.
I don't know. I cannot find a cure.
I'm changing. What will become of me?
We must look into this further.
And my son? Is he going to be cursed too?
It's a bat. The poop. The one I collected at Betty's house. It's a real bat.
Which species?
Undetermined.
And the fur?
Faux. Anyone into textile would know that.
Faux fur. You mean like a fake?
100% fake.
So we have a real bat, a fake werewolf hunting down Betty. I don't get it.
Neither do I.
We gotta look beyond the obvious. There must be a connection.
Ooh, guys, look! I have a super duper powerful torchlight. This torch is fabulous, man. It's so bright it can even shine in the day.
That's dumb. Who uses a torchlight in the daytime?
Look, who's dumb? Even in the day, there are shadows. You can see everything with this. See?
Hey, don't do that.
Hey, do that again, do that again.
No.
I said, don't do that.
I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out something. Thanks to you, I have. A long time ago, I was at a doctor's. There was incense everywhere. The wind blew the smoke behind the curtains, and I thought I saw monstrous shapes. But it's only the smoke. It's making weird shapes.
Wow, that's the first time you told us anything about your life back in the US.
But what kind of doctors will have incense in their office?
I know what kind of doctors is.
That's not the point. The point here is Betty. I think her neighbors are trying to scare her to get her out of the house.
To make her die?
No, like I said, to get her out of the house.
But why?
I don't know.
I think it's time we visit the neighbor's house.
Wait, but they're shapeshifters. I'm not going there.
Come on, you have a powerful torch. And shapeshifters don't like powerful torches.
Really? How do you know that?
FAQ on shapeshifters.
Alright, here's what we should do. I'm gonna get Betty to invite them over, Geek and I...
No. Ask Jeanette. I'm not going.
Fine, you and Pink stay here and alert. I'll go with Jeanette.
Wait, which is worse?
So, what's the plan?
Don't laugh. Here's the plan. I'm gonna get Betty to have them over, and we're gonna have a vampire feast. Come on.
Thank you for coming. I much prefer chit-chats in the evening. Daytimes are rather too harsh.
So, you are finally moving?
I was surprised. You did say you wouldn't move.
Move away? You must have misheard me. I said I'm moving on, not away.
But I thought this is a farewell treat.
Farewell to the old life and hello to the new. To the life as a vampire. The best bloods I have available. Come on. Come on.
Cheers.
What's that smell?
Smells like rotten meat.
Never smelled the meat. How can anyone live in such a place?
I think it's coming from there.
Hey, take this. In case they're real vampires.
What? You want me to stab them with this?
Yeah,
What about yours?
I'm not stabbing anyone. I'm gonna blind them with this. Hey, they're drinking.
It's a Bloody Mary.
Yes, with an additional ingredients, if you know what I mean.
I must say, I've never seen you in this light.
Oh, I used to be tight and straight-laced. But something happened to me recently. Something that made me think about the meaning of life and how long it will be. We will have a long life, won't we? I mean, we are not like the others. We have been bitten, haven't we?
Bitten? What do you mean, bitten?
Bite, bitten. I know you have been bitten a lot longer than I have. But now we are family. If you know what I mean.
I'm sorry, Betty. I don't know what you mean.
I know it's hard for you to admit. I won't. But I understand. Coming out at night, all those weird shapes I see through your window.
What do you think it is, Betty?
Obviously, it shows me a sign that you are not normal. And eventually, I won't be normal too. So let's be friends. Let's feast to the eternal life. I caught it myself. Enjoy. Oh, since I haven't got my fangs yet, we have to do it the human way. Mr. Wang, if you don't mind.
Careful, Nathan.
I will.
Mr. Wang, if you wouldn't mind.
Heavy! Told you, they're attacking!
Hey, you okay?
Something's wrong, they're in trouble! There's a monster attack!
Let's go, let's go.
It's all a mistake. Put that light away. We have a pet bat. Wang has. He calls it Fifi. He got it after he lost his jaw. I didn't approve it.
That's why you quarrel?
Yes. All the nights and days of quarreling and the bat screaming really left me pale. It's all my fault. I shouldn't left the window open.
So it's all because of an ordinary pet?
Ordinary? It's not ordinary. It's worth thousands of dollars alive. As a rough-turn free-tail bat from Bangalore. Fifi!
We have been coming over here looking for Fifi.
How in the world did you get hold of a bat?
Even more important, why do you call it Fifi?
You should have told me. I could have helped you look. There's no need for all these hauntings.
It's because you're criminals!
We found the animal skins and all the body parts in your house. The game's over!
Yeah, it's not the pets you're worried about. It's your business. You're trading in endangered animals.
We have no choice. Wang lost his job. We have a mortgage and we are committed to a network of smugglers. I tried to stop him, but he couldn't.
We have been rich. It's because of you! All the spying and looking through the windows. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Whoa, be cool, y'all, be cool, y'all. The gig's up. No one's gonna get hurt. The cops are coming. Put your weapons down. Please, put your weapons down. And at a precise moment, Geek!
I was so nervous, I switched on the torchlight.
And the bat started screeching and it flew out the window.
That's the best thing you have done, I think. The bat is free.
Or another smuggler's house.
Well, there's only one thing left to do. Sign.
Good job, guys.